Yep, we got him. Ah, there you are, little cave creatures. What are you doing in here? You were hiding from the rain. Anyway, it's a grotty old day, so being in this tunnel is probably a good idea. But got half a dozen worms left, so I'm going to give it a little go, see if we can get anything, and then go and do something else, far more sensible, in the pouring rain. Take you out into the world. As you can see, lovely bit of rain. We like a bit of rain. If we had a lot of rain, it'd be much better, and then the river might come up. Totally simplistic as normal. Fly rod, fly reel, 12-pound nylon, one worm, a couple of split shot. That's it. You've seen this pool before, but we'll have a little double at the top here because it looks very pretty. Normally exactly the place where you'd find fish. If that doesn't find one, there's something wrong. And that, folks, produced absolutely no response. Surely there's one against that wall somewhere. This entire situation is just getting silly now. And that is a prime run there. Precisely nothing in it. So we'll have one last go and we'll follow it right down. All the way down the wall here. There we go, it's run 30 metres, no interest. This situation is pretty grim. I think the best we can hope for now is a severe downpour, lots of coloured water, and we can go out in that and see if we can catch something. And the suin will arrive, maybe some salmon, but how long is that going to carry on for? Because all through the spring we should have been bothered by smolts, and we've only seen a couple. And even a little river like this needs thousands of smolts to go to sea to produce a run of 100 fish, say. Don't know what can't remember now what the numbers are, but I bet it's about 0.01% of them come back. Maybe 1 in 1,000 perhaps. If they're getting killed before they even go to sea, Then you're looking at 0.01% of nothing. I mean, this pocket water should be full of small fish. And I know I bat on about it, but where I'm about to cast now, over there, I used to see shoals of smolts early season. The water would be grey with them. I was hoping if we fish this sort of pocket warmers, you can't fish pocket warmers, I'm sure. If we fish this sort of pocket water, get your words out. Oh, now much shorter. I thought we might find a fish. I'm sure the birds can rape this just as well as anyone else. Oh, look, elasticated nets, you've got to love them. They just catch every bloody thing. Everything that looks like a good idea in the shop generally doesn't work out. And anybody who's had one of these will know what it's like to be shot in the back by the bloody thing. Because you've hooked up a bramble and walked off a few yards, and then the bramble suddenly goes, ah, have it back. And it will come back like a little bullet. I mean, this sort of pocket water here should be having fish in it. We're looking at knee deep. Even that there, right in front of us, should have fish. Even if it's just a 6-incher. But nothing. Anyone who's into their history, those white things down there are the remains of a weir. You can see it over there. There used to be a like 10-foot tall weir here for a mill. And that's what's left. Woohoo! These are all good spots up against the wall for suing, like when there's a big flood. If you can get him up there. When I was but a wee lad, we used to fish there. There was a real deep pool there. And you could come down here and just ledger a worm all day long. And you'd see squads of trout. Literally lines of them. And there was a big slab just upstream of this bit here. There was a big slab and there was a fish under there about 18 inches long, and somebody come and caught him one day and took him home, and his mum threw it in the bin. Probably one of the best looking trout I've ever seen in my life. Totally wild. 18 inches long out of a tiny little stream like this, and she threw it in the bloody bin. I bet that fish was 15 years old at least. People, they're crap. If it didn't come from Tesco's in a sodding cellophane bag, they don't know what it is, what to do with it, they've got no respect. This little bit of a pool here still looks quite deep. Maybe we'll get past it, I don't know, we'll have a look. Certainly nobody at home. To remember this in a big flood. Look, there's a proper good hole here. I'm disappearing slightly into it. Yeah, it's getting deeper, deeper, shallowing, and a good slab. Perfect. Can we get over this? Just about. Definitely a good spot. It's nearly nut deep. Like even the felt soles are struggling at the moment with all this algae. I think it was 2 or 3 days ago I was fishing in sandals and shorts, and now I'm in layers of fleece, waterproofs. Somebody's been through here, look, and snapped up. Another good high water spot here, but Jesus Christ, how would you land a fish? Bit heartbreaking to see this sort of water and be getting zero response from it. So there should be small fish here, if nothing else. I mean, look at that, for instance, there. That is way over knee deep. You've got cover under these rocks, you've got cover under that tree. cover under those rocks. Absolutely perfect trout spot. And nothing, no deer. This particular stretch here, from the bridge to that tree over there, used to be one of my favourite dry fly stretches when I was like 16, 17, 18, something like that. And just this stretch here would probably give you 20 wild trout on a dry fly without too much trouble at all. It would take you an hour to fish it. And we've fished through it now, and with a worm, no response whatsoever, absolutely nothing. And next to this rock here, it's way over knee deep. There should be a trout here somewhere. Even my GoPro squeaks. It must be me. And all this water I'm wading through is over knee deep. It should be holding fish. Over there where we're fishing now is deeper again. Plenty of cover. At least the sun's out. My worm has run away. Right, this stretch here we fished the other day and it was empty. So I'm going to bypass it and go up to the deep fast pool at the top, have a couple of casts in there, and then there's some more pocket water. We'll try that, just because it's different. So, bugger off for a minute while I get up there. Be bold. Strange enough, standing on this rock, looking right like a spare thumb right above the fish, doesn't seem to bother them. I've had lots of fish from here on the bugs in crystal clear water, standing on this rock. Must be a refraction thing. There's science going on somewhere. Who knew that trout did physics? They probably don't know they do physics, but they do it anyway. Just like you might not know much about gravity, but you don't float off. You just make use of it. Well, that was a near perfect run through then, and nothing. One more. Cast it further up this time. You can see it's nearly down to the bottom. Trotting down right on the edge of the current, not exactly where you'd expect to find the fish. And we have found the bottom. And nothing. Should you imagine that you can guess what's going to happen already? The famous bugger all. Nope, we didn't go far enough. We've only got about 4 worms left as well. We've only got half a worm left now. Right, okay. Ah, this is going so well. The bank just stole my worm. Why? Why do these things happen to me? It's bad enough there's no bloody fish. Without rocks stealing worms to go with it. That edge there has yielded so many fish over the years. Trout, suin, salmon, and this year it's yielded sod all. It's not in a yielding mood at all. Whoa, in we go. Which is a shame, because this outfit here with the reel donated to me by Horatio, very nice, Shakespeare, just filled up with nylon, ancient ratty fly rod, Shakespeare again I think, and it's my favourite outfit now. It would be much more fun to be using your favourite outfit and actually catching something. Even a bite would be good. Whee, slippery, slippery. We're right on bedrock here and it's covered in gunge. And no response whatsoever. I think this 2026 is the first year this edge has failed And it's not just failed once, it's failed multiple times over the course of a month, bugging and worming, and that's really, really, really concerning. The NRW may have succeeded in emptying the rivers, because that seemed to be their plan all the way along. Not all of them, obviously. But Dave Charlesworth, Dave Mee, Carter, Stephen Carter, they're all good boys, and they actually work for the fish. But the NRW as an NGO or whatever the hell it is bloody awful. They should have gone the same way as the French, although the French are still in trouble. Shoot the bloody birds, keep your fisheries. Unfortunately for them, Switzerland, which, as you know, is next door to France, likes the birds. In fact, it made the cormorant its national bird. And I got a friend up there in the Alps, just over the Swiss border, and he says you can go and fish the upper Rhine. Huge river, should be absolutely jammed with trout. And he said you can fish a kilometre of river and it's big, it's 100 yards wide. You might catch one fish. The only place he's catching, he did send me a picture of, he had about 100 trout the other day in a tiny little stream. It's probably just too small for the birds to get into. Certainly too small for cormorants to bother with. So I think he had 100 or 126 trout in a day. Nothing big, and he does catch trout there to a metre. Jeremy, if you're watching, you're being talked about. He's currently in Italia now with some smart bird, so he's having fun. He did send me a video of the valley he's in. It's spectacular. I think I'll send him a video of Pyle later on. But anyway, bigger rivers, no fish, tiny streams, fish, and we do have a tiny stream. Unfortunately, the other bane of our lives, Welsh water, killed it last year. We had a big sewage leak on a stream that's no wider than the length of this rod. So basically the whole river is like this little patch here, a few inches deep. It was one of those places where if you found a pool 20 feet long and chucked a MEP Zero into it, you'd have 6 trout following it. I fished it last year and I wormed it twice. I had 1 knock. But if you go up into the little tiny streams that flow into it, they were full of trout. Now those streams are basically 2 or 3 feet wide and mostly just an inch or 2 deep, with little patches here and there that are 5 and 6 inches deep. They were full of trout. Absolutely perfect wild brown trout, lots of them. And then you come down to the main river and dead, empty. And the last time I went over there, I don't know, I think I put a little video clip up in one of my videos before about when I was having a whinge about things, and the bottom was just covered in that sewage fungus, so they call it. Underneath the stones was just black, totally anoxic, and there was no life of any sort, no insects, no fish, no nothing. This is rather lovely under here. The street of houses just there. The street of houses just there. And down here there are no humans. Just the way I like it. Anyway, there's that big rock. There is a nice run further up, but we're not getting any sign of action or life or bites. I mean, that little pool there now on the other side, it should be a matter of flick the worm in and something will dart out and grab it. And it did. Well, stuffed my pot. We just had a fish take the worm. Look what he's left me with. The absolute bastard. But he's there. Right in that bottom bit there was a fish. I thought it was the bottom to start with, and then it started banging away. I can see a big white bird up there, but I think it's a seagull. Be typical now, we run out of worms just when there's some fish about. Anyway, the way things are looking, I account that as some sort of success. Let's flick a smaller worm in there and see if he'll come back. Over we go. Didn't want to know that time. Over we go again. And again. Oh, he just took it and he's bitten the end off that one as well. Oh, this one's a little sod, he is. Look at that. I bet he won't take that. He's a tail nipper. Yep, he doesn't want to know when there's just a bit left. What do you reckon? Should we give him another worm? I reckon so. It's the only sign of life we've got. Look at that, he's just taken the body of the worm. Okay. Typically we're running out of worms. Try an even smaller one. I've got a feeling that this little fish is going to finish off my worm collection. She's fine, I don't mind that. If he skags all my worms, we're helping him out with free dinners, isn't it? And that's what matters. We need him to be fit and fast so the bloody birds can't get him. Yep, we got him. He's a pretty fish. Come on, pretty fish, stay with us for a little minute. Just stay with us a second, there we are. That is a nice, pretty wild fish. Let's get over here and keep him in the water. So, hook's out. He's resting away there, happily, I suppose. Okay. And he's gone. Don't know whether we caught that on video, I'm not sure. Right, good folks of the internet. The ratty outfit scores again. What we need now is to get some more worms because we've run out. I think I got one left. So we're going to call it a day because we've got to go up to England next. And at least we've got one. So as a sign of life, and we can go and get some more worms and try again in a week, or go sea fishing or something, or do something to scare you. And that'll do for now. So, ta-ta for now, and we'll see you next time. Chin chin.